So the author I chose was Robert Pinsky, and his poem Samurai Song, which was released in the year 2K, the year 2000. And it goes, when I had no roof, I made audacity my roof. When I had no supper, my eyes dined. When I had no eyes, I listened. When I had no ears, I thought. When I had no thought, I waited. When I had no father, I made care my father. When I had no mother, I embraced order. When I had no friend, I made quiet my friend. When I had no enemy, I opposed my body. When I had no temple, I made my voice my temple. I have no priest. My tongue is my choir. When I have no means, fortune is my means. When I have nothing, death is my fortune. Need is my tactic. Detachment is my strategy. When I had no lover, I courted sleep. And I really love this poem. Of course, it was super simplistic, and I think that's in the way that he composed it purposely. But before getting to that, little background on Robert Pinsky. He is a 3-time poet laureate, U.S. poet laureate. And his first 2 terms were so great that it was quoted that they gave him a third, which is not, as recognizable, not very common. He has done a lot in the way of what poetry is nowadays, and one of the more famous things that I didn't know of, but I passively did, was that he translated the Inferno of Dante, which is an award-winning book. His translation of that. He started the favorite poet project, which are different people coming together and reading their poetry. And then he also has a website called The Art of Poetry, which details video recordings of him deconstructing poetry and all of that. He has a book on how to read and write poetry. He's written poetry for operas. He still recites his own poems, and he usually does so in a company with jazz musicians. And so I seen a little part of this with Samurai Song, and he kind of went with the beat. He was like, when I had no roof. When I had no roof, I made audacity my roof. That sort of thing. And he does that a lot. He's very active in his poetry. He's had 3 events this month alone that he went on his website. It was shown. So he's very active. He's currently a distinguished professor of English and creative writing at Boston University.